Hello, good morning, afternoon, whenever, I really don't know. And as you read in the title, I know what you're thinking. Actually, this I was supposed to make this video yesterday, I did, but I had to cut it out, so I'm starting again. The reason I'm telling you this is just so you know what's going on. There's another video about the Dogman book, which I'll post today as well, probably. I recorded it on Saturday, and I just felt getting it done today, the uploading and everything, so it'll be up today for you guys to watch. And we've also been discussing about what work could be done, like, I was thinking about re-recording JavaScript, and I was just done with JavaScript, but the thing is, Python's pretty hard, and Java's pretty easy, so I'm like, hey, why do we just do Python? Not Python, just do Java, and the best place to learn Java is now to learn processing. So processing has Java, and p5.js, which is from the parent company processing, turns it into a JavaScript file. So the main question remains, are Java and JavaScript two different things? Kind of. Some people say yes, some people say no, some people are like in between. But the difference is that they're ultimately kind of the same. So they're not completely different, but there are some things. Remember, when we did p5.js, it's good. So now that we can avoid syntax errors, we're good at those things, because those things were annoying, right? Our p5.js was a little bit sensitive towards their syntaxing, but not that much. And it was fun and easy. I love it so much. It's the best place. Problem was, maybe if I didn't do too much video per video per video, it could have gone. But in the end, I'm like, I might do it again, but this is the end of p5.js forever. I might code something in it, but later. And I probably will actually, probably, because since in my club, my computer science club that I'm joining will teach me JavaScript, and the best place to learn that is in p5.js, so I might be back there. The thing is with p5.js is it's generally for, it's a web editor for drawing, and then you have other options, HTML and CSS. CSS is like taking HTML and just um, uh, finishing it up, just bringing it together. And HTML is good if you want to code websites. That's all embedded in HTML. If you want to write texts, that's all in HTML, and you can do that in p5.js. Now, Coding Train has videos on that. Thing is, if you ever search for a p5.js video, you will get Coding Train. Like, that's your #1 video. You'll get Coding Train first, by none other than Diego Schiffman. I watch his videos because when I was a beginner, I needed to start with it, and he's been making these videos for a very, 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 very long time on his MacBook for so long. And now, he's still doing it. I mean, he's like really old. He's like in his 40s, I think. Yeah, you could search him up actually. The web knows his name. Obviously, you're a big YouTuber. Someone probably, Google probably knows your name. So once you download processing, it will redirect you. I'll send links in the description below to download Java, and once you do that, it looks somewhat like this. There we go. So I know this is a while ago, but I downloaded this yesterday. Again, I was thinking of making a video yesterday, but problems happened. And when you open it up, it looks something like this. Now I need to close out my extra files. Okay, it looks something like this. Okay, so processing 3. Now you guys know that P5 has the symbol P and then the number 5 on it. Not necessarily the 5th version of processing, but it's processing 5. There's no P1. Actually, maybe there was a P1 or P2 or P4. I'm not just sure. Maybe I think there are different versions of processing. Okay, so yeah. So if you click on this, it'll open up processing. And please don't close. Please don't fail on me now. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't fail. I don't know if it's taking a long time or what. It didn't fail. Let's go. It didn't fail. And it will look something like this, okay? There are other places where you can write Java code, but this is my favorite place. Can I take it with me? Just take it with me to the monitor. I didn't know it would be like this. Because the files were there, but generally it'd pop up. There it is. There we go. It'll look like this. So new sketches from processing 2. Alright, so changes from processing 3. And there's processing or alright, so P5 is processing 5 basically. I want to show you guys what this thing looks like. So there's a page in Google where you can read all about this basically, but you don't need to. So it'll look something like this, okay? So it'll, first of all, you'll have a file option, edit, a sketch, a debugger tools, and a help, okay? This will always be your default startup, okay? Then it'll number your lines of code, alright? And then over here it says what it's being written in. You can click add mode, and it'll choose which other mode you'd like to write it in, okay? But we're not going to do any of that stuff for now because right now I'm just focusing on writing in Java. Now in p5.js, one major difference is that there's already code written for you. Okay, it already has the canvas setup thing, it already has the draw functions in, so it has the functions built in here, plain old stuff from scratch. So there's nothing, no hints, no helps, nothing, no canvas sizing, nothing. However, it does have a run code and a stop code button, like p5.js, and these are helpful buttons. Okay. Now over here, you see console, and then you see errors, okay? So anything known, it'll be in there, and then it'll list your code all the way down. I think Dan Schiffman has made videos using processing, so you can go and check that out from the Coding for YouTube channel, okay? And yeah, we're good to go. We are now going to learn Java, and then maybe Python later. The thing is, p5.js is actually going to help us in Java. So in the next video, we're actually going to get started in coding. But for this, I don't need a virtual interpreter. It's going to be very simple, straightforward. Download the newest version, please, on Windows or Mac OS, whatever. I really don't care. And then make sure it's like numbered like this, okay? So it's already numbered, the first 47 lines of code for you. Now, you can also, alright, so if you wonder how you can rename, I think there should be a file, uh, save as, and then you can choose what you want to save it as, okay? So instead of it being searching and processing on your Windows bar or searching and processing like within p5.js, since it's separate, I can't bookmark this, okay? So this will take a while for me to get through, but it looks beautiful. So you guys want to get into code now or later? I think we should write something, okay? Now a lot of people, whenever they start coding, is something called Hello World. I have heard of that, but I just didn't like it. That's why I didn't want to do it. Hello World or other versions of it. If you like it, you can do it. It's pretty simple. It's a way to get started coding. Now, if you don't know what I mean by Hello World, go check it out. Go check it out first. Okay. Hello World is a very simple thing. All beginners in whenever you're coding in Python, P5.js, it's what they learn how to make. It's called Hello World. Okay. That's why I asked you what other languages you would like me to learn. Python was in it, and Java, I wasn't thinking of it. Actually, I wanted to do processing as well, and P5.js both in the summer just couldn't happen. So if I do search up something in P5.js or processing, I could probably figure that out. So, writing our first code in processing, okay? Alright. I'll probably find a Dan Schiffman video for you guys if you'd like, or you can find one yourself, okay? So, we could actually take stuff from there and like write it there. For example, let's say we want to write a line, okay? Right, and then we would need to write some numbers, okay? Like 10, 20, 70. I'm remembering those P5.js things, and I would say random numbers. And 300. Remember the semicolon at the end. So now look, debug, step, continue. And so if you click a debug, it'll show you your line, okay? I don't think you guys can see the line, can you? No, you can't. Right. So whenever you click play, the debug thing, or not the debug thing, the thing. What is this? Step, continue, or stop, and then you can just hit stop, and then it goes away. The thing is that you would have to, you would have to, it would always open up here. So if I'm gonna get the code in there, I might have to put Streamlabs OBS on this monitor and write my code in this one, because this is my main one. Everything appears in here. So what I'll do is I'll put Streamlabs in that one, and then I'll switch in this one. Alright, so this way it'll be easier, and whatever just pops up by default will pop up. From now on, I'll do that, okay? So yes, remember, semicolon at the end. No one forgot that, right? We didn't forget everything. At the end of our lines of code, we would always add a semicolon, okay? And this was just a simple line, basically. If you wanted to write something, go ahead and do it. Now, does this look complicated? No. Is it going to be simple? If we're going to get more advanced, which we will, in P5.h, we went from simple to advanced very quickly, and I helped you guys out. So don't worry, okay? It's not about the lines of code. You need to know what the lines of code mean. And that's it for this video, guys. Bye-bye, and I will see you soon.